Guys, it's Demon here. DemonicVlog number 14. And before I get into the real heart of this video, I want to update you guys on how I'm coming along with the recording and just some of the decisions that I've made since the last vlog. So one, the name of the project is officially Silver Lining, because I feel like with Darkness to Light, I was more dark than I should have been, and I feel like with a happier title, it might have been a happier project. So Silver Lining is the official name of it, and I already have a song planned out. It's actually based off one of the punchlines I wrote last weekend while I was recording a new song. So, to a Logic instrumental. 2, I'm going to be setting a length limit on this. I'm going to kind of restrict myself because I feel like I had a little bit too much on Darkness to Light. And I could have cut out a couple songs and it would have been just as good, if not better, because some of it just kind of added extra weight, extra bulk to the project that really wasn't needed. So I'm going to keep it a max of 15 songs. I don't know if I'm actually going to have any skits on this one. Skits were fun on the last one, but they were kind of repetitive. They were all pretty dark, so I might not do any skits. Depends on if you guys want any, and I can get a little bit more creative with that, I guess. And so far for this new project, excuse me, fucking yawning all these videos. So far for this project, I have 5 songs recorded, and I know I had said I had a bit more than that recorded in the last vlog. The issue is I'm going for quality over quantity. I don't really feel like I need like I said, I'm trimming the fat, so I want to make sure that it's not a quantity of songs I give you guys, it's more the quality of what I give you. So I'm doing a lot more on these songs, which I'll get in depth in that a little bit later in this video, but I do have a song on a Logic beat done. I have 2 songs on G-Eazy beats done. I have another one planned for a G-Eazy beat right now, and I have on my grind. So I have 5 done, and I have about 12 beats selected, so that's going to put me over my 15 limit, but of course, as I'm going through creatively, I'll figure out what I'm going to keep, what I'm going to cut. It kind of just depends on what I make on the beats that I've selected. So On My Grind is staying, and I don't know if Getaway is going to be on there or not. I do like it, it just kind of depends on where I see it fitting in on the overall project. So now, to get into the main point of this vlog, I'm going to be doing a quick comparison on about 10 things comparing Darkness to Light to Silver Lining. And of course, I don't have the whole project done, so these are just things that I've improved or changed or kind of messed around with as I've been recording this new project. So the first thing, like I said, I'm limiting the number of songs. I have 19 songs, tracks, including the skits, on Darkness to Light. This one I'm doing it 12 to 15 for Silver Lining, because I want to give you guys, like I said, quality over quantity. I don't want to give you a whole bunch of songs that sound like they were recorded in a basement. I want it to be quality songs that sound like I worked my ass off, really put good effects, good a good amount of time into it. Didn't just record it once and then slap it on there and say it's done. I really am trying to give you guys a better quality sound. And I'll get into how I'm doing that in the next thing. So the first point is I'm setting a limit. Instead of having 19 or 20 songs or tracks on this project, I'm only going to have 12 to 15. Another thing on Darkness to Light is I kind of rushed to finish it. Dan was supposed to give me a verse for nostalgia, and he didn't give me a verse, so I had to, rush and do that. I think it turned out fine, and I did miss my original release date. I was going to do it on June 2nd for reasons, but I didn't do that. So this one, I'm going to be a little bit more lenient on. I knew I took a year on that last project, which that is pretty laid back, but when it came down to crunch time, I was switching a lot of stuff. I was changing beats, I was doing a lot of things that should have been done earlier on. And I was focused on that project, but honestly, not as focused as I am right now on this one. I already have 5 songs done in, 2 or 3 weeks. And a lot of the time on Darkness to Light, I was saying I was recording. When I really was recording, it was just, things kind of weren't working for me at some points. and there was a couple times where I just went weeks without writing, which that's happened, but, you know, I usually stick pretty damn close to my schedule for uploading on YouTube, Mondays for the vlogs, and depending on if I record a cover or an original song. Of course, original songs are going to take a little bit longer to do than covers, but I'm really going to be trying to give you guys a cover on a Wednesday or a verse on a Wednesday and a vlog on a Monday. Just to keep you guys coming back, keep you guys entertained while I'm working on this project. So, I was rushed to finish on the last one, and this one I'm really going to take my time, and I'm going to keep the content coming more frequently for you guys overall. The next thing on Darkness to Light, I recorded single vocals, which just means I recorded one vocal track, which sounds pretty flimsy and weak, to be honest. Like, that's a difference between a floppy disk and an actual printed copy album. Like, a single vocal is okay by itself, but like guys like Shinedown, like even Eminem, you can hear in the actual recording that they've recorded it more than one time. There's 4 or 5, maybe even 6 overlapping vocals, just meaning that they have them stacked to the point that, like, for a Logic thing, he says, I feel like the grass is green and everything I do is insane. Like, so, just whatever, I was just saying whatever, but there's that, but then you can add that, plus you can make it a little lower or a little higher to harmonize with yourself. It just makes it sound more full. And on Darkness to Light, I really only had single vocals. This, for Getaway, the remix I did, I only had one single vocal, but since then I've gone through and done ad-libs on my grind for the solo version, instead of just having I am on my grind every Friday night, like just saying it. I have me, well, I'm not going to tell you exactly, but I have me doing another set of vocals for the hook. So I'm stacking vocals, making it sound more professional, more pure of a sound. Like, it doesn't sound weak and flimsy. It sounds like I'm actually confident, which is something that I had on Darkness to Light, but it didn't sound like I was confident when I was rapping. The fourth thing, there was a varying volume in Darkness to Light, which is weird because when I set it up, it said that it was all the same. I recorded it all the same level on the microphone. It just had to do with my placement of where I was at. Well, I fixed that this time around. I've been doing mic checks before I even start recording, which just means that I had, like, let's say Getaway recorded, and then I make sure that the vocals sound the same volume. So I'm checking the mic. Another huge factor, and this is why this project is going to kick ass, and I'm super excited about it, I did not have a pop filter for Darkness to Light, which you can hear in some of the songs, which is just really unprofessional, and I was dumb and should have just spent the 23 or whatever bucks it was to buy that pop filter. I got the P's pop, and that's what a pop filter does, it stops it from happening, but I didn't have one, and I was too lazy to buy one. I just went on Amazon like a month ago or whatever, and bought a pop filter for like $23. If you're recording like an album, podcasts, anything, get a fucking pop filter for your microphone. It is so worth the investment. My music sounds so much better, so much cleaner, and a lot more professional. So, I didn't have a pop filter on Darkness to Light. This time around I did, as I'm recording, and I can hear. It makes me more confident, and it makes the distance, like I said before, like the mic checks and the varying volume, the pop filter, I have it a couple inches away from the mic, but then I'm a couple inches away from there, so the vocals are a lot cleaner because they're all set from the same distance away. It's not like I'm super close to the mic and it's super loud at one vocal, and then I'm super far away, it sounds like I'm in a different room. They're all recorded the same distance away from the mic, same mic volume level, so I'm with a pop filter. So, I'm really putting in a lot more thought into this on how I'm actually setting up my studio equipment too. Another thing, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The sixth thing is I was offbeat a couple times. Like, just being honest with myself. I was offbeat on a few of the songs. Not completely the whole time, otherwise I would have caught it and fixed it, but there were some points where I was very offbeat. This time, I'm really focusing on hitting that snare, hitting that kick, making sure that I am on rhythm every single time. And if I'm not, I get back on the rhythm. Like, sometimes it's okay to be offbeat for a line or two. If you have like a sped up vocal or you're saying something quick, that's okay, because then when you finish the rhyme, you're on beat again. But I'm really focused on the rhythm, whereas on Darkness to Light, I was not. The next thing is, I kind of touched on it, but there's weak vocals on Darkness to Light, not meaning that I have a weak voice or anything, but just the fact that I did not stack vocals. I recorded it one time, and like I said, that sounds like a floppy disk. There's nothing there. There's no confidence there. And even, like, I'm sure even guys like Shinedown or Eminem, like anybody with one single vocal, no matter how good of a vocalist you are, if you're confident as hell, you are still going to sound like shit compared to you stacking the vocals. Because one single vocal track, it's fine, there's nothing wrong with that. But when you compare it to, like, let's say, you compare, I Don't Love You, had its own hook, Just Me. I only did one set of vocals for that hook. But if you compare that to On My Grind with the new formula that I'm setting up for these songs that I'm recording, On My Grind sounds a lot more confident, a lot more professional, and just a lot more full compared to Just Me. So I am becoming more confident. I feel like I found my voice while recording this project. And the stacking and the pop filter help a lot as well. The next thing is, Darkness to Light was repetitive. Like, you kind of knew what the song was going to be about. Like, that's okay. That was the journey that I took. Everything that I put on that was real. So, I don't regret it being repetitive, but it is kind of a lot to listen to. Like, if you know what the song's going to be about, then you can just skip it, or even the whole project, because you know what the whole thing's going to be about. This already, I have very, very different topics. I have a song about finding your purpose in life. I have a song about why I feel like I should be rapping, like proving myself to people. I have a song where I'm a straight up fucking asshole. I have a song explaining how I go through and do what I do every single time I get in the studio. I have a song that straight up just fucking pumps you up. Like, it's gotten to the point now where instead of listening to Eminem, I listen to myself, and that sounds cocky, but that song really pumps me up. Like, it really gets me wanting to record. So, and I wish I could do that with Darkness to Light, but it was a bit repetitive. Like, I took pills. Okay, that's fine. It's not good and dandy, but, that's my story. That's what I did. But I didn't need to touch base on that in every song. So, that is a bit repetitive. Darkness to Light was very repetitive. And this, even with five songs in, is very versatile, very different. And there's a lot more variety, which I think people will cling to that a lot more. It's a little bit more mainstream, a little bit more poppy, but that's okay. Then the last thing, I kind of touched on it in the last bullet point, but Darkness to Light was sad as hell. Like, it sounded like I'm giving up. Well, there was a couple songs on there that's like, but it was very sad. That was the emotion running through the whole entire project, which there was one song that was funny, like meant to be some comedic humor just to lighten up the sadness load, but you had one song trying to balance out, 14, 15 of them? Yeah. Or, no, 16 songs, so 16 to 1, you have, well, I guess I had Nostalgia on there, I had Just Me, and, I had a couple of other ones on there that weren't completely sad, but even giving it 5 to 10 ratio is still way too sad. 5, either I'm Badass or Confident or whatever songs, compared to 15 sad ones, that doesn't add up very well. So, that one was just, I kind of feel like I needed a sad project, but this one is a lot more fun. It's a lot more upbeat. There's no On My Grind on Darkness to Light. That song, honestly, to me, that is one of the most catchy songs I've ever heard in my life. It's like Eminem's Berserk. Like, it just gets stuck in your head. Like, even when I was recording that song, I was leaning and rocking into it. You can't lean and rock to shit from Darkness to Light. None of the songs. Maybe Nostalgia, but still. Even one out of the 19 tracks I recorded on there, you should have a little bit more fun and upbeat in a project. So, the biggest thing that I find to be different from what I've done in the past, I feel like I just needed to make a fucking depressing ass record. Like a whole song, not a whole song, but a whole catalog of songs that explained what I went through. Because if I didn't do that, then I feel like I would be more sad on my future projects than was necessary. So I feel like I got all the dark, disgusting, gritty, like depressing stuff out of the way, and now I can be more upbeat and happy. I feel like I kind of pushed past all the sadness, and the cool thing is now I can go back to that, but it doesn't have to be the whole fucking project. So in this silver lining, it's more fun recording this than it was Darkness to Light, which that's what all this should be about. You shouldn't be making music for money or to be famous or popular or whatever. You should do it because it's fun, which Darkness to Light, honestly, I had a blast recording it. It was fun, but the attitude of the songs was not, which I feel like if you have fun recording and it's just sad songs, you're going to become sad while you're recording. If you're recording even a mixture of songs, that's a hell of a lot more fun. It's more challenging to the MC, to the artist, and it shows a different side. Like, I only showed how fucking depressed I was on Darkness to Light, which that's okay. That's where I was, 2 years ago up until last year. I feel like that's where I was at. I had a really hard, sad time, which is fine. I told that story, and I'm really happy now that I can push past that and proceed to be who I really am as a person. Guys, I'm really funny. Like, I crack jokes. I'm a fucking idiot. That's just who I am. I'm immature as hell. If you don't like it, then fuck off, I guess. But that's who I am. I really want to show more of my personality in Silver Lining. And honestly, I like how the titles run together. You go from darkness to light. Darkness kind of wins in the end, but you can always find a silver lining. So, overall, I got better studio equipment. I'm working my ass off. I'm recording songs. There's a huge variety on this project. And I came from darkness, went into light, darkness prevailed, and now I found my silver lining. So guys, I hope you're as pumped up about this next project as I am. I'm making it more challenging. I'm limiting the tracks, so I'm gonna make it a lot easier to figure out those records that just pull you in instead of just having the records that pull you in and extra. So I'm setting limitations. I've got better equipment. I'm working my ass off. I'm stacking vocals. I'm adding ad-libs. And I'm listening to Logic, G-Eazy, Eminem, Nirvana. I have a lot more inspiration for this project than I did with the last. So kudos from darkness to light to now. I'm so happy that I can work my ass off, get a project out, give you guys a good amount of songs that you can analyze lyrically for as long as it takes me to make a new project. So, DemonicVlog number 14 signing off. I hope you are pumped as hell for this next project because Silver Lining is going to blow you guys out of the water. I'm working my ass off. I'm a lot more confident, and I really hope as this journey of recording this next record, album, project, whatever you want to call it, happens, I gain more fans, gain more exposure, get more people into my music, and just have a lot more fun with it. So guys, thank you so much for watching. It means the world to me that you guys even give a shit about my journey as an artist from darkness to light to now, to just watching my videos and watching my covers. I will have more covers coming out. I have music coming out. Any songs, like I said in my last vlog, any songs that I don't use, I will happily put out for you guys to enjoy. The more content I have out there, the better. I just really want this next project to sound more professional, and I want there to be less, but yet be more. Quality over quantity. So guys, I'm signing off. It's midnight on a Sunday night, and honestly, I'm gonna go record. So I truly am on my grind, but not just on Friday nights. So Demon signing off, DemonicVlog number 14. I'll keep you guys posted. See you on Wednesday for a new cover, and see you Monday for a new vlog.